Oh, it's a big school of them, biggest school of them. I'm looking at the biggest muddy. That's tea for us. You know, like the travelling part of it's good, but it's what you get up to. That's where it's at. Do I get them both? No, one's chasing the other one. Oh, right in the shallows. They were like in ankle deep water. This year's going to be something else. Well, time has come. We're all packed. I'm glad that's over and done with as well. But it has been a great, what are we now? I think about 7 or 8 weeks we've been here for. Hey, yes, in this one little spot. It's been awesome, good fishing. Just looking around. Plenty of nature out here. It was just good to be away. Always like coming back here. Hopefully I'll be able to make it back again one day in the near future. But now we're all packed and ready, so I'm absolutely stuffed. We're going to head down to the actual roadhouse now, so the Han River. And I'm going to pull up there for a couple of nights, and no, I can't say have a good wash because I've had fresh water and washes on tap. What I can say is I'm going to have a mad pub meal. Oh mate, am I hanging for a chicken palmy. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to have chicken palmy. I think we'll have Tucker up there, save our Tucker on board, so we can spend a bit of time away at this next spot, hopefully. We are getting a bit low, but hopefully we'll be able to get some fish, and I'll show the pots in and stuff like that. Let's do it. Up, up, up.
I've always dirtied everything that I found. This ain't no difference, look at you now. And baby, cut yourself loose. Save all the things that I said that night. Playing it cool, but I never got it right. Baby, cut yourself loose. I was mesmerized by your eyes. Keep me up every night. Keep me up every night. There ain't no satisfaction for me now. There ain't no satisfaction for me now. There ain't no satisfaction for me now. Now that you're gone, now that you're gone, now that you're gone. Now you know everything that I am. Caught in the pond, no backup plan. Baby, cut yourself loose. Cause a little trouble, don't shed a tear. Keep that sunny smile from ear to ear. And baby, cut yourself loose. I was mesmerized by your eyes. Keep me up every night. Keep me up every night. There ain't no satisfaction now that you're gone. Now that you're gone.
Oh yeah. Well, I think it's only fair to treat myself for a couple of nights, and you know, bit of a flash area for me. Check it out, got my own bit of shelter. It reminds me of that Psycad garden stay over in the NT that time. I just rolled my swag out. I've got power, I don't have to set up my panels. It's a bonus because that means less to pack up when I take off, because I'll be taking off early in the morning, whatever morning it is I leave. So Utes getting a good charge. Yeah, it's good. I'm gonna do a load of washing, go through everything, repack stuff because I only just quickly packed it up down there. So I've got to go through and put everything in its rightful spot. Can clean some stuff. I'm going to fill up with some water, fresh water. Because yeah, the next spot, I think there is a freshwater creek there, but I'm not sure how far away it is or anything. But while I'm near freshwater, I'll just fill right up. Saves me doing trips to the fresh when I get there. So yeah, I know, I'm going through. Oh, Woodsy got me a couple of bags of spuds, so we got more spuds. We got about 15 kilos of them now. So that's a bonus. Means more chips with our fish. I've kind of taken over. I've been just washing all my dishes, you know, all that sort of stuff, where it's good just to be able to have a bench to throw it all on. I even got a dunny and shower. Living life, big backyard. So we're actually at the roadhouse itself now. So this is where you come through to book in to go out the back and camp along the river. But yeah, now we're come down, a few k's back down, and we're back on the main development road. So this is the first pretty much roadhouse when you hit the dirt road. Yeah, this will be the first one you come to for the stopover. I'm going to take this for a walk, show you around the park, and we'll take you to that little bridge and that where you cross over the actual Han River. We'll go and have a squiz. I've got a few more chores to do I want to get done first. Get that done. So while I am hooked up to mains, I'm going to take advantage of it. The old freezer's starting to freeze up a bit, so I need to defrost it. So I thought I'd do it in the morning. One, to help the food stay cold, the stuff that was already frozen in it. And all I've done is gone and put hot rags on it, because I've got hot water on tap, so I can get that food straight back in here as quick as possible. I can do it still when I'm off grid. I'll just make sure I'm in a good spot with power. Definitely don't do it on cloudy days. I want the sun to be really, you know, pumping out, because you do got to turn it off, take the food out and throw it back on, throw it back in, then turn the freezer back on. So you're going to want a good amount of sun to catch up to it. Most people wouldn't have to do this, but this is just some of the things you got to do when you're on the road, you know, non-stop. Definitely something that's got to be done though. Alright, got to go and say good day to the horse. It's right in the backyard. The horse, there's a pig, and there's always a few crows hanging around for scraps, I'd say. Crack-a-lackin', hey? Hey? Probably sees that many people. I hope I'm not the one to piss him right off. And there's a little pig. Hey? Pig thinks it's a dog. What's that movie? Babe. Hey? What's going on, Piglet? I don't know if it's going to come up or not. Probably don't like the camera. What do you reckon? Piglet. It's hiding behind the fence. You there? Bet you it'd be a different story if I had a feed. Then we'll leave him alone. We'll keep going for a wander. Too cool. We'll go down to this creek, give you a look. Give you a look at the park on the way through too, before it gets packed out again.
There's a little wooden swing down by the pier. The moss hangs by the pines, been hanging there for years. When I took your hand and walked down to the dock.
So if you didn't want to come and camp along the river, this is the actual camp spot up at the actual roadhouse itself. Pretty big area. Got a lot going on. Got powered sites, unpowered sites. Got toilets, got showers.
Someone's mama wore this dress in 1953. I bet way back then she looked a little bit like me.
Even got the old donkey shower set up for the hot water. They also do caravan storage or trailer storage or whatever if you don't want to tow all the way up to the Cape. They also will look after your van.
I belong where you go. Anywhere I'll follow you. The hills of Tennessee or the emerald ocean blue. Of nothing else, I've been so sure that baby I belong where you are, where you
How cool is this? Bit of a shelter. Cool. So it's a pretty big area. Like I'm camped all the way up on the other side. This is the front now, so this is along that road section. I wouldn't mind a spot like this because I like seeing different setups. So we'll chill out, see if we can sit somewhere without looking creepy, and we'll watch the cars go by. See if we, you know, different setups that go by. Roadhouse looks full. It looks like a lot of people up there. Actual roadhouse itself, because it's a fuel station too, and obviously takeaway. People don't mind stopping in there, chilling out. That's actually the first time I've ever walked through that park. Didn't realise how big it was in there. Then just on the other side of it, right here, you got the creek. The river, sorry, Han River. Same thing, just like where I was, there's still crocs here as well. Always got to keep an eye out. So I've never actually fished up this end because I'm always up the other end. But yeah, so I wouldn't even know where any of the holes would be up this end, or but while I'm here, I might even come back with a line, have a little flick. Also too guys, now the waters are cold, sun's out through the day. Might be a good chance you'll see freshies at least wanting to get out of that water to warm up a bit, and therefore them salties. That's when I seen most of my salties in here last time, was around about this time, and they were out sunning themselves. Further down though, just because you don't see them doesn't mean they're not in here. ACU, that's why they don't want to be seen. Come down here, we'll go to this crossing. This is the main road up to the Cape. Here we are. Just through there is the bridge crossing. Never cease to amaze me how many people don't know about like saltwater crocs and where they could be, and like which look, not everyone knows everything, understandable, but there are a lot of signs out, and I heard a story about some people swimming here not realising that there's salties in here, you know, like, oh, I'd ask at least, I wouldn't just assume. And even then you could ask the wrong person that don't know neither. That's the worst thing about this day and age. Everyone wants to have an answer, something that they may not even know anything about. Cross the road and we'll go on the other side. I know this spot good. I've spent a bit of time on the other side of this bridge. Another low level crossing. There she is. few cars crossing this thing this time of year. A lot more to come too. And the reason why I say that them crocs could be out sunning themselves is it just all the more reason to stop and watch where you're walking first. Just have a look before you walk ahead, because there is more of a chance that they could be out sitting there and you wouldn't even know. Especially if you haven't seen them much before, you wouldn't know what to look for. Old mate here had a slide. It's like they stood in the dark patch, which is usually a wet patch. You know, she's slippery. I bet you they got up quick smart, shit himself. Here we are, on the other side. This is this other crossing. So if you do come chill out the Han River roadhouse camping for the night, if you feel up to it, get out and come for a wander. It's pretty good to have a look around here. Well then. Oh guys, we're all packed up. Had a great few nights here, and you know, 6 or so weeks down on the river, but we are gonna jet. I just want to give a shout out to all the crew up at Han River Roadhouse. Thanks, it's been a blast, especially the last few nights being up here. Yeah, I've really enjoyed it. It's been good and mean feeds. But yep, it's time to take off. I was going to go up north to the Salt, but that changed, so I'm not sure where exactly we're off to today. We're going to aim for Cooktown, I reckon, but that could change between here and getting down to that turn off to Cooktown. I was thinking about doing that Battle Camp Road, but I might just truck it all the way down, and I may even go out to Lions Den and stuff like that. But see what happens along the way, and as I'm going down there, I'll think of a spot where to pull up for a bit. I'm not sure. Again, I love it. And that's what driving's about. You know, you have time to think. Where to next? Anyway, we are off. So I'll catch us on the road. So, end up making the decision. We took off out to Cooktown, and I wanted to actually come out to this spot. And the last time I've been out to this spot would have been back in probably early 09. So it was not too long after I'd taken off on my journey back in 2008. So it was good to come back. She was blowing a bit. And at this stage I still didn't know where I was going to camp for the night, but I ended up going into Cooktown, chilling out at the I don't know, the Esplanade, the park there where the water was. And earlier that day I'd crossed paths on a track with a fella, and about an hour or two later we ended up pulling up beside each other in Cooktown itself. After chatting for a good few hours, we looked at the time, it was about 5 o'clock, 5:30, and I thought, oh, may as well keep chatting, so we took off for the night and pulled up at a camp spot. It was good to have a bit of a yarn. And next day, yeah, we swapped details and that, and gonna keep in contact because it is a small country, and no doubt we'll cross paths again. And then on my way again. On the way down, I did pull up at Mariba. Now I met a couple of fellas about 2 or 3 weeks prior, and yeah, they were camped up at the Hahn, and they end up having a Outback Solar store in Mariba, and we had a good night. Had a few drinks. She was a bit of a big one, but I said on the way through I'd pull up and stop and see the guys. Yeah, I'm going to give them a plug because they were top fellas. I really enjoyed the time with them. So yeah, if you do need anything, batteries or anything to do with solar, and they do have a lot of stuff in stock as well. It's good to catch up with these guys. Now, when I first took off, Innisfail was the first spot I stopped, pulled up and got a bit of work. And this was the caravan park that I actually first ever stayed at whilst I was working on the farm. But this time I wasn't roughing it. I got a room for a couple of nights, so it was good timing considering the weather, and I got some editing done and that, and yeah, it was a good night. Felt like I was being looked at, and what do you know, I was being looked at. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this episode, guys, and yeah, follow along for the next one to see where our next actual big camp's going to be, and I am looking forward to it. Talk to you, Zay.